Here with Beegie Adair. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's very nice to be here. It's a wonderful club, and I'm thrilled to play Birdland the first time.
It's the first time you played
First time.
Wow. Now, Beegie just played some beautiful, beautiful piano. I'm a pianist. My mother's a pianist. Played a lot of standards, and you really play them in a very unique, sensitive, romantic
thank
way.
you.
I love the way you play.
Well, thanks. It's America's classical music, and I was classically trained, and so for me, it's like if I play Richard Rodgers, it's like playing Chopin. I mean, I want it to affect people the same way.
So now, if you say you were classically trained, so do you feel that you really incorporate Chopin into a Richard Rodgers?
Well, I think your touch, if you have classical training, I think your piano touch probably creeps in there because there's a certain legato that you learn with classical, especially Brahms and Chopin and those guys who were pianists themselves. I think that touch kind of creeps in. I didn't play electric instruments at all until I was probably 35 or 40, so I think when you grow up with acoustic instruments, it affects your touch, and that gives it a kind of certain kind of legato feel.
And how about a lot of people say, people are natural jazz musicians, but in fact, the matter is that jazz is a certain type of, you play a chord, might possibly a lot different than you would play it in a different way.
Right.
Wouldn't that be so?
Right, yes. Yeah.
So there's an education process.
There is an education process, although I think I kind of subscribe to the idea that people who love jazz all right at the outset are probably going to be the people who really stick with it, because if you're drawn to it, I think it means that you have a special affinity for it. So, and I was drawn to it very early. I started falling in love with jazz trumpet players when I was about 16. On record, I mean.
We're not going to go there.
No, I mean on record.
I understand.
But there was just something about the music that drew me, and I just never got over it. I just wanted to be. I wanted my music to sound like that jazz music I was hearing. Chet Baker and Russ Freeman and those people,
So who gave you? Was it your parents that put a piano in your house, or how did it start?
We always had yes. My parents were very musical. They were blue collar people, and they didn't do music for a living. But we always had music around. My dad was a guitar player. My mother could sing. She could sing harmony parts, and we're all Scots-Irish from that part of the world. Everybody sings and tells stories, so that's what you did. And we always had a piano, a ramshackle piano.
Wow. You play in a group as well, right?
Well, I have a trio. I've been with piano trio, piano, bass, and drums.
And you work mainly out of?
Well, we work out of Nashville. We all are based there, but we go wherever somebody wants to bring us.
Tell us about your phenomenal success in, I know, at least Japan.
Well, it was a little bit of a fluke, I guess. The record company that I record for, Green Hill Music, which is located in Nashville, has a distribution agreement with EMI International. And so through that connection, EMI Japan made some compilation albums, various tracks from some of our previous albums, and marketed them in Japan, and they did quite well.
So that must be a big honor. The word out is that you're more popular than Lady Gaga.
Well, there was one chart in Billboard over there. My bass player downloads these things from the net and sends them to me. There was one chart one of the weeks. We were in the top 5 a lot, and one chart said Beegie Adair Trio, and the second one was Lady Gaga. But that's my only claim to fame in terms of.
I heard you on billboards even.
Yeah, well, over there I was. Yeah.
Oh, that's marvelous. Do you think that your career would take you worldwide?
I think it would. I had played in England before in some places, but all over the world, and so I was happy to go there. Japan was a total different kind of place for me, and I loved the people. They gave me a translator and made it very easy for me to be there, and so it was wonderful.
Now, the ups and downs of music are for real usually. Have they been for you, and how did you handle either side?
Oh, well, there are always ups and downs, but Monica was saying earlier that she couldn't make me be a diva, but the fact is I've always been a working musician, like a studio side person. I've worked in bands, dance bands, society bands, I've worked some gigs that were just, funny. So you just pay your dues and do stuff. I'm lucky now to have a trio and a record company that lets me sort of do what I want to do.
All right.
But it's I've been playing all kinds of music all my life, so it's the jazz grew out of all that.
Last question. What's your good news?
My good news, we're all still here, I guess, and I'm looking forward to 2011. Got a lot of things in the hopper, I guess they'd say. And, I have a wonderful husband.
Okay. Thanks so much. Congratulations for your great success.
Thank you very much.